It is a sad day today as I witnessed again how a few blinded by hatred could kill innocent people in London. In a city with love and harmony, there should be no room for horror and hatred. However, people died in this unprovoked attack. It is another shameful act after the March 22 attack on Westminster Bridge, the April 7th attack in London, then the May 22 attack in the Manchester concert, today's June 4 attack on London Bridge, which killed 4 and injured 48. Although we will never concede defeat to these terrorists, we have to wonder if we'll see an end to this. If these attacks were predicted by Nostradamus in his 500-year-old book of prophecy, then we may soon see attacks in France and Italy. While this attack is part of the warnings revealed in crop circles last month, then more attacks may happen against other NATO countries. In Century 5, Quatrain 30, Nostradamus stated, quote, "All around the great city soldiers will be lodged through the fields and towns. To give the assault Paris, Romans cited. Then upon the bridge great pillage will be carried out." I don't think anyone would disagree calling London a great city. And London was on a virtual lockdown after the 3 reports of terror incidents. The terrorists may be part of a terror network. That could be the reason Paris and Rome are mentioned. And what better way to describe today's horror than, quote, "Upon the bridge great pillage will be carried out." Please note that the word bridge was mentioned while the March 22 and June 4 attacks both happened on bridges. I noticed that Nostradamus sometimes groups related quatrains together. So, let's take a look at the next quatrain and see if it may be related to this one. Century 5, Quatrain 31, quote, "Through the Attic land fountain of wisdom, at present the rose of the world. The bridge ruined, and its great preeminence will be subjected, a wreck amidst the waves." The meaning of this quatrain may be subject to interpretation, but who can dispute Attic land fountain being a reference to the melting of polar ice? Did you notice the word fountain? Did you know that President Trump announced on June 2, 2017, the United States' decision to withdraw from the Paris Climate Agreement? That is just 2 days before this terror attack, and that decision ignited a furious debate over the president's wisdom behind this decision. What do people think global warming will do to us if we don't do the right thing? A rise of the sea level, right? And what should we call that? The present rose of the world? And then, yes, the bridge will be ruined. Is this mention of bridge a direct hint about 2 back-to-back terror attacks on bridges? Or just a warning about how bridges would be ruined if we let the water level rise? The last part of the quatrain is a bit hard to understand, but I think few can ignore the mention of the word waves. So this quatrain may be a reference to global warming, and it pointed to the time. Since these 2 events happened at the same time, I think this is a warning for us now. Now, let me tell you about some interesting crop circles. Although I am not sure if we can correctly decode crop circle messages, I do believe there are messages in the crop circles. Like this May 21, 2017 crop circle which appeared right before the Manchester incident. Please note there is an ISIS symbol, which almost always appears before ISIS-initiated attacks. I noticed the stripes in the center resembled UK flags and interpreted it as possible attacks in the UK. That attack unfortunately happened before anyone could have done anything. Don't you think the crop circle even resembles an arena? Arena seats are grouped in sections just as it's shown in the crop circle. Then this crop circle appeared on May 22, 2017, just hours before the concert attack. Doesn't this look like a suicide bomber blown himself up? Then a plane symbol appeared. It has a warning triangle in the back, which can also be a biohazard symbol. While it is hard to miss the explosion graphic, could this mean attacks on air travel? I really hope not. Then the May 25 crop circle in Wiltshire and Hampshire both resembled a G7 symbol. I interpreted it as attacks on G7 countries. In a way, the prophecy has taken place, since the UK is a G7 country. Then when these two May 28 crop circles appeared, not only did they appear right next to each other, they carried the scary message that we may have to deal with international conflicts and domestic unrest at the same time. I hope the last London Bridge attack will be the last, but I know that is very unlikely. Most likely the attacks may expand to other countries. But hopefully we can defeat the attackers and defend our freedom. This is Ken Peters. Thank you for watching.